Alright, well I'm out here working on the car. Got the wastegates off. I took the wastegate off of this side. And yeah, I don't like the looks of that. So it makes me wonder about the turbo. I mean, it spins fine. So, I don't know. I will be doing a time lapse when we pull the engine, but right now I want to get all the stuff disconnected and out of the way. Drain the little bit of the rest of the oil that's in it. And an interesting thing, when I pulled the drain plug out, the drain plug is magnetic. Focus. Alright, it doesn't really want to focus. But there is this one little tiny sliver of metal on it. Seriously? There we go. Just a little bit of metal on it. Which is odd. Because last time I changed the oil in this, which was last weekend, I had this piece stuck on the drain plug. Which I have no idea what that is from. Nobody else can really figure it out. Looks like a tooth for a timing gear, but it's not what it is. So I have no idea. I don't know if that had something to do with why it blew up. Yeah. I know I did hear some chunks of metal falling out when I pulled the drain plug. So yeah, that's a little concerning. Alright, getting some progress here. Got the wastegates off and the oil drain and the feed all out. Most of the burnt wiring is just this stuff right here. So it's just coming off of this harness. This stuff here is probably fine. But it's mostly just this stuff here. So that's not too bad. Most of the stuff that got burnt up top there is aftermarket stuff that I'm not even really using anymore. Getting progress. It started getting the bell housing bolts. Oops, turn the light off. Get some of the bell housing bolts. You can't even really see them. But they're up and top there. The other ones might have to pull the intake off to get them out, but getting there. Alright, so we got a big pile of parts everywhere. Intake manifold, water pump. I gotta put the steering rack back in this thing. The motor's out. I want to put the steering rack back in this and the front tires back on so I can move it over into that bay and put that truck back in here because that truck does not really fit in that bay. So the motor's out of it. All the tools and stuff. My buddies and my dad who were over to help pull it out, they all went home. They had supper and all that. So I got the motor torn down, and those number 6 cylinder, which, yeah, that might look super bad, and that valve definitely is a little bit bent, it looks like. Maybe not. I don't know what hit this, but quite honestly, I think it's probably fine. Yes, there's a piston ring hanging out of that valve, but you open that valve up, that'll come right out. I don't know why that cylinder had oil in it. Well, that could have been from when we flipped the engine upside down. Before I show you the engine, I'm going to show you the windage tray that's in the bottom of these motors. So yeah, that's the windage tray that goes on the bottom of these motors. It took a beating. So I'm doing a good job videoing this. I'm not very good with the video stuff. And then there were actually some lifters that I got. There's a lifter that got really hammered. Not that one. One of these. Oh yeah, this one right here. That one broke some stuff off. Some of the ball bearings look like they're about ready to come out of some of them. I think the cam might be bent because I had to use a pry bar to pull that out. I mean, not that it matters, it's junk anyway. But yeah, that was number 6. Where's my light? So it basically destroyed the rod and basically everything else with that cylinder. But actually this light might work better. There we go. But the pistons and all the air and like all the cross hatching and everything, it all looks fine. So I don't know what happened. Like this whole side is fine. I have not pulled a piston out yet, so I don't know if the rings could be on the tight side. But if that would have been the case, I would have thought it would at least cracked another piston somewhere, but it didn't. The bearings in it, because we pulled that cap off, this one right here, the one I'm spinning, we pulled that cap off. The bearing looked brand new. We pulled the main off, this one right here, bearing looked brand new. I don't know. I do not know. The only things that we could find was there's supposed to be a tensioner here, but it shattered that, and it actually bent that bracket. The timing chain did, and the timing gear, you can see right there's a broken tooth, and right there's two broken teeth. There we go. My light went off because my phone's almost dead. So I have no idea why it only destroyed that cylinder and didn't crack another one. I do want to pull one of these pistons out, and that actually has a piece embedded, like stuck in the piston. I do want to pull one of these pistons out and pull the ring off of it, put it in there and see what the ring gap's like. It just blows my mind that that's the only cylinder that broke. Even the one right across from it is fine. Actually, where is my... Let me turn it over here. It'd be kind of hard with one hand. But I mean, it moves somewhat free. You zoom out. Like, it's not taking much force to turn this over at all. So I have no idea what happened here. I don't know. I have no idea. So pretty much I'm not using any of this. The cylinder heads are probably fine. Well, this one here, that was on the other side, is definitely fine. There should be nothing wrong with that one. This one here will need some light work to probably fix that, but it's probably okay. Basically that right there. Because that's actually not too bad. That can probably all be remachined and fixed. The clutch is worn pretty good. So that, I might have to put new discs in that. And here is the oil pan. See, it's just loaded with shrapnel. So, yeah. So now, you have to take all these extra parts and stuff and put them up in the attic. And yeah, that's basically it for this. This thing is basically going bye-bye. Because, yeah, I have no use for ultra lightweight block. So, yeah, the freaking mess that I have here. Of this parts everywhere. Breaking all the lifters. But most of the valve train is fine. Like all the rockers, none of the push rods were bent. All the rockers are still probably good. I honestly would probably use these again if I wasn't going to like a roller rocker type of setup in this new motor. I checked the push rods on number 6 by rolling them around, and they were great. So I don't know what happened. Yeah, well, maybe this cylinder, the piston ring gaps were a little bit tighter than the rest. It's a very good possibility. Yeah, I don't know. But like I said, the pistons all look fine. Yeah, this one's a little bit different than the rest of them. So maybe this ran a little bit leaner in the back. Well, even that one's about the same as the other ones. This one has less of a mark on it. I don't know. It's hard to say. I was really hoping that I would find like at least another cracked piston, because then that would tell me, yeah, it was the piston ring gaps. And this one, this decided to go first, but I might find somewhere I pull the pistons out. But yeah, that's it of this. So it's probably gonna be a while until I find until I'm able to record again, because it's gonna be a while till I get the parts I need, get the block to the machine, my new block to the machine shop. I might put the new motor together in the basement of my house, because this shop is not insulated at all, unfortunately. So I might put the short block together in my basement of my house, and then use my dolly to bring it in here, and I'll just put the heads on out here before I put it in the car. That way I can get that together, and I can take my time over the winter and put it together and check everything. So yeah, I'm not reusing those heads. I am going to be getting LS3 style heads, but they're aftermarket, so they're bigger ports and bigger valves and all that. So this new motor should be a ripper, that's for sure. So that did be it for this for a while, unless I have some other thing that pops up. So yeah.